Time is 7:15. Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. More people are losing their lives because of wrecks in Georgia work zones. Distracted driving seems to be playing a big role in the jump and crashes.
Yeah, it's Work Zone Awareness Week, and Sky Fox Traffic's Katie Beasley has a look at the numbers. Katie.
Yeah, these numbers are drastic, and they're on the rise across the nation. In 2017, there were more than 20,000 wrecks in Georgia work zones. 20,000. And as the weather improves, this is the time of year those construction projects really start to ramp up. Each cone here represents a person. Since 1973, 60 Georgia DOT employees have been killed in work zones.
Imagine putting your desk in the middle of I-85 and having cars whiz by you at 80 miles per hour. That's the type of environment they work in.
Earlier this year, Lamar Ragland, a contractor, was killed as he worked on a project on I-85. He was getting ready to remove cones and reopen the road when someone drove into the closed construction zone, hitting and killing him.
Last year, we had 55 people die in work zones in Georgia, 7,000 injuries and about 20,000 crashes. Like these numbers, this is an exorbitant amount of crashes and injuries that we're seeing on our road.
Safety experts want you to watch for workers, pay attention to changing traffic patterns, and put down the cell phones.
Work zones are ever changing. Imagine if you drove through a work zone Monday morning on your way to work and you drove back through that work zone Monday night. It may not even look the same.
Rear-end collisions are a big cause of the wrecks happening in work zones, and the DOT says it's because people are driving too fast and aren't able to stop once the traffic builds.
But we also need motorists to come to the table too, and to be attentive drivers and to obey that speed limit and to drive as if they're driving through someone's workplace.
The DOT is also still working hard on its campaign, Drive Alert, Arrive Alive, and it's noticing some dangerous trends from 2017's crash numbers. 1,549 people died on Georgia roads last year. That number is barely down from the year before, but it still averages more than 4 deaths a day. Of the people killed, the reports show 56% were not wearing their seatbelt. Something you don't think about these days, but they worry the popularity of rideshare services has some passengers forgetting to buckle up.
You may not think that as a backseat passenger it increases your safety, but the trends that we're seeing are if you're in a serious accident, you're in the backseat of the car, you can be ejected, all sorts of things can happen, but 56% of people are not wearing their seatbelts, and that's something we can fix immediately. It takes 2 seconds.
Scary number there. And another scary statistic is that 44% of the wrecks from last year, those deadly wrecks, are single vehicle crashes, which are generally tied to distracted driving. Those are drivers who ran off the road, hit an object, or just lost control of the vehicle but didn't hit another car. And of course, if the governor signs the bill that passed the legislature earlier this year, Georgia will become a hands-free state, meaning you will not be able to use your phone at all unless it's with a hands-free device. State leaders hope it's a law that saves a lot of lives. But gosh, you hear those numbers.
Startling.
Really, I mean, and it falls on the driver to take the responsibility to put the phone down and to really pay attention, especially in those work zones. Wow.
Yeah, I still see it a lot. People swerving over in the fast lane, the left side of the highway, and you pass them or whatever, and sure enough, they have that cell phone.
It's
very
just not worth
dangerous
it to hear, but a good reminder.
Yeah.
It is.
Thanks for all the numbers,
Katie.
Katie.